What is up, everyone? In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to play Briar jungle, one of the best junglers in the game to climb with. And for Briar jungle, she's a very simple champion. She just takes time to master. There's a lot of information you need to know when you play her. For difficulty, very low difficulty. Her rank she excels at, she's really broken low elo up to diamond. Diamond would be the highest she would go, where she's getting really good value. So she's just overall super good pick to climb with, especially as you go through the ranks. So builds, there's a few options. Right now for runes, I like press to attack with domination. The build path, I like propane hydra into eclipse, whatever. Or you can just rush eclipse into Sunder Sky, or cleaver into Sterix and DD, maybe even a maul, depending on your build path. So for clears, I always like to solo raptors. You don't really necessarily need to start a leash. She's really good at solo raptors. Also, well, what's very important to understand is you want to play for level 4, right? Ideal situation for Briar early game is literally nothing happens. You just get level 4. So if you can kind of full clear and do nothing early game, thank you, Patilia. Very good, very good. You're actually in a very happy place. That's very ideal for you. So that's your early game goal, and that's what you're generally going to play towards that. So you always want to make sure and think about that. Here I'm going to start red level 2. You can generally do red or Krugs depending on how you feel about what you kind of want to experiment with. Maybe against like a level 2 cheeser, doing red earlier could be more helpful. But generally, if you start red side against like a Lee Sin, it's very good because you just want red buff as soon as possible to be as strong as possible. So here we're going to go W and then E right into the wall. And if you need to go bot, there's always option. You can go bot display, or you can just keep farming depending on what's happening. Here they're actually all inning, so well, it looks like this play might actually work out. So we might be able to win off that. So hopefully Caitlyn keeps chasing Jinx. And we're just going to go in here. W forward. Wait until we're in clean range. Hit the zap into the potential E, into the back. And that's really good. I know I went against what I said. Inori, what about just full clearing for level 4? I know. But sometimes if there's a kill and there's some booty for you to capitalize on. This balling range support versus range support, 280 carries, I really want to play for push. It's really good just to be ready for an early scrap. So here in this situation, what we do is buy 2 swords and then we go pink. And we're gonna have a really big advantage in this situation. 2 swords. If Lee Sin is playing the map, if he's top side, he'd want to invade. But with this itemization buy, we're really strong. But we're not strong enough if Fiora is in the jungle too. So I'm gonna respect the Fiora being here, and what we're gonna do is actually go really slow. Hopefully she's gone. And if blue is up, if this is all up, Lee Sin is either in his bot side, or Lee Sin is playing for level 4 as well. Personally, I think he's actually just playing. Towards, his level 4. So I don't really want to force anything because I spent a lot of time ganking already. If you spend a lot of time ganking, you kind of want to capitalize and spend more time back into farming. Really good ward here. This ward, I love entrance wards, and I'm really touch on that. Is we want to use our wards in these sort of entrance. Also for rank, we're going to be playing in diamond rank right now. And our top laner dog is getting completely butchered. I usually don't like helping top, so he's about to kill himself. So I might as well be the one to be there to capitalize on maybe killing. Here, I don't think this is going to work, but maybe her W's down. Just keep autoing. Eventually, we can kill. I'm going to eat now. Not ideal situation there. So, very unfortunate play there. Very unfortunate. Don't want to play against the Fiora right there. Don't get baited by your dog champion. So here my guy boots and go straight bot side. Bot side's where it's safe, where we want to be. There I kind of messed around. I shouldn't have kept fighting the Fiora. I mean, Fiora's a bit of a counter to my champion, so I don't want to get baited by kind of situation. But, it's not the worst death I would... Oh, God. It's not the worst death per se. Like, there's still a lot of options for us to come back from. Remember, we always want to play towards the side that's really strong for us. Helping the dog is not really something we want to invest too much in, right? What we want to do is keep investing into, potentially our bot side. Here, I'm going to check the dragon because Lee Sin was in this area. And if he's in this area, then I should assume that he might think about soloing dragon. Solo dragon is actually risky, so I just want to see if he's on it. Oops, you want to ward over. if he's not on it, that's actually good information. So now I feel quite confident that we can just walk up. And now we play for the gang. Here, who do I want to go on? I actually want to go on Caitlyn first. And just go from here. E in advance now. And just go for the Zyra right after. And the reason is really simple. Why do I want to play to go on Caitlyn? 80 carry, if we can get her. Zyra, I know she's dead 100%, so I'm not really worried about that. I actually think we can potentially dive here, so I'm pretty happy about this. So we just have to push the wave in fast. Death timers are short, but when champs are that low, it's ideal. That's a bit ambitious there. Lee Sin is, if he hasn't shown yet, he's most likely top side. So I'm just kind of playing around that information. So I feel pretty confident that Lee Sin is not here. Because if he was here, he would have been shown already. And as you can kind of tell, he's not. So that's really good. Sometimes I like to just punish bot lane. This is something you can always do against champs that play heavily towards Void Grubs, potentially. If they want to play for Void Grubs, they want to live for Void Grubs, die for Void Grubs, I'll let them die for Void Grubs. Try to win through, you know, taking advantage of the enemy bot side. So here crab's up too. I'm going to get the crab. I'm going to just farm up, and I'm going to be a little cautious of potentially Lee Sin being really strong with maybe a pretty good gold advantage, right? Like, he's probably going to be really strong when he gets the Eclipse. Lee Sin matchup is generally kind of tricky because he has hyper mobility, and his kick is a really good deterrent against the Briar kit. But if you can hit R, it's really powerful, and also if you can kind of counter gank against Lee Sin, it's very strong as well. But you do need the Eclipse buy, or, you know, whatever buy, Propane Hydra or whatever. Here I'm going to just do the red because I do have a lot of money, but also I'm kind of not sure if I want to base because the bot side's trying to push heavily again. And I sort of want to do an R play before I have to base, you know? If I can get an R play, for example, like right now, it's really good. Here, I think this is going to hit because she got slowed. So it's a really good timer for me to go in. Just fear here, try to kill the Zyra if I can. I'm going to E here. And then I'm going to just chase him with Flash. And W for the kill. Very beautiful play. Very good counter gank and initially gank. So very good plays overall by us, you know. And here I can base. You probably say, what about Dragon? Now I have my item buy, right? I have my Eclipse. So I'm just going to prioritize it and go for it. And really in this game, and also armor boots, because we're going for the armor boots. We want the cloth armor. I'm going to tell you right now, this game is bot side heavy. Like, bot lane is getting stronger and stronger. Next patch, bot lane will probably be the most broken position in the game by far. So just literally your job as a jungler, just win bot lane. Like, Void Grubs are great if you can get them without like hurting off of it. But just, you know, if you keep killing bot, you're getting dragons. You're doing your job. You're going to win game 100%. But I'm not like, you see, like, I'm not like dishing camps too often to help them, right? Like, I'm still getting my money. But I'm just countering their plays, right? Like, I'm playing very, you know, proactive, right? I'm playing smart. And I'm really accelerating my ball lane. And I'm just sort of countering possibly the Lee Sin plays. Or I'm just potentially showing up earlier for the Lee Sin plays. So here I do think Lee Sin might be here. So I have to respect that. But Caitlyn no flash, so we can go on her really fast. Now we can go on Lee Sin as well. Because he was on Dragon, I'm going to E in advance while he's silenced into the one shot. I'm going to try to stay on Dragon to keep it aggro. But really good play by us. You know, I waited for the Caitlyn. See, in my videos, I'm going to talk a lot about it. In mobile champions with no dashes, no flash, they are literally asking to die. They are asking you to kill them. They want to die. You have to punish them. I see a lot of players really make the biggest mistake is when champs like, you know, Caitlyn, Zyra, no flash, no summoners bot. I see them going all the way top side to help a lane that really doesn't need to be helped. Like, what is my one mistake this game? I went to help the dog. And you know what? Whether the dog wants to play well or not, it's not up to me ganking and helping him. It's actually just if he outscales, you know? If he puts his brain cells together to create a brain, and then he's going to do it whether I'm helping him or not, right? So you just have to play away from top, in my opinion, unless it's super free. But every time you show top, the enemy team wants to do something bot, so you have to respect that. Here I could play for something here. You know, it does look like they might need me, so I'm just gonna R in advance. And I'm gonna try to kill this. Very close to helping. They do get a shutdown, but then in return they all die. So what I'm gonna do in this situation is just start the void grubs fast. Lee Sin being dead, 5 seconds. Death timers are quite short early game, so you have to watch out a bit. But they're not that short where he can just revive and be here. So I should be able to get all this. And just because I say I'm playing bot side doesn't mean like I won't take like a void grub angle. There are timers where you're just going to naturally be heavily invested in, you know, a few camps topside, like the blue and Gromp or priority camps. Sometimes I might have to play for them. But here I'm going to get all the void grubs and I'm going to just dip, right? Very beautiful play. We're really happy about that. I'm extremely happy. And here we're going to cross mid. Mostly to push this wave in. And the reason why we're pushing this wave in is because Aurelion Shoal is bot and Tilia was bot too. What that means is this wave needs to be pushed in. And also might as well grab a plate while I'm here. Easton's probably on Raptors, so he might queue over and try to go on me. Because we already got 3 void grubs. We're probably going to get 1 more plate. If I have void grubs, I like doing this because I can actually grab a couple. That should be enough. And I'm happy. And here I'm going to just kind of cross map play. By cross, I mean I just keep crossing and going deeper and deeper into the enemy territory. Here, I just want to see if Caitlyn is basing. Very good. Very good information. I want to see if Lee Sin's here. Then we just have to die. Use my E if I need to break tower aggro, and we just play to break tower here. Here, I very emphasize very heavily into like playing for that. I'm gonna E in advance here. At least no flash, I should be able to kill. Very well played. My R early was super unnecessary. Jinx is a giga strong. Hey, look, get the A to carry ahead, and look what happens. Barely putting any effort into that, Jinx. You go. Girls get it done. Girl power. Yada. Whatever gets it going. And you know, it's really about playing towards the correct lanes. Jungle is a carry role, but it's also a lot of it is actually carrying through, enabling so on. So here at my build, your safe bet is always Thunder Sky, still very strong. Easily can go into it. Or if you like something else, you can go Cleaver. These are your second options. Then you can go into Sterix, Depth Stance, depending on the game. Well, those are your core items. It hasn't really changed all that much. If you want to do more damage, you go Cleaver second. If you want to be more safe, the easier item to use that you should be using if you don't feel comfortable as much on the champion is definitely Thunder Sky. And then from there, you go Sterix and Depth Stance, and that's like a very core, simple build. All that has not changed all that much. Depth Stance essential, like very essential on her. You really need to have it. It's a very core item, very important. And here for me to keep playing the game, I just farm. My R is up. Maybe I look for a play bot side. I do want to keep playing around who's strong. Who is strong in our team? Well, Jinx is giga strong, and Caitlyn is a sad little player. She just keep running it down. So we are in an angle that's easy to hit, and then we just play the game. And I W to kind of dodge whatever E in advance. I want to hit her into the wall. And yeah, you know, simple game, simple life. Enemy team will always make mistakes. It's up to you to capitalize on when they're making mistakes. Play towards where you're strong. It's a bot side meta. If you can get ball lane ahead, but also keep yourself ahead, right? Like, I'm not hurting myself with the ball lane plays. It's never been like me not farming 0 camps and just going bot, dying and doing something stupid, right? It's never been like that. It's not how I want you to play. It's just make your plays very concentrated and very intelligent is what I want to really focus on. Here I just want to scan the area to see if there's Lee Sin or anyone in this area. Anyone trying to cross here. This guy lives. I might just R him. So I'm just going to watch. Jinx is way ahead of me. Well played, Jinx. Actually, my R is down. I was going to flash W if anything. Very good play indeed. Caitlyn greedy. She's a giga tilted. This thing about 80 carries, they have a very weak mental, so you can always get them to go really... You can get them really tilted. Very easy to capitalize on here. Here I could potentially kill her on my next rotation. So I'm just waiting for my Q so I can just one-tap her. Here we have a Zyra flanking me. I'm very scared of Zyra. Keep my distance. She probably wants to use her combo on me and arm me, so what I'm going to do is juke her root and then go on her and then try to E afterwards. You know, your W is a dash. Whether you focus on a target afterwards, it's still a dash, right? So I use my W forward to dodge abilities like Zyra E beforehand, right? Like I use my W to dodge abilities. It's a free dash. Look at it. You can easily juke spells that want to hit you. Even when you hit R, that's a good thing that you should kind of focus on. Sort of utilizing hero. I think maybe I want to play for their bot side. But if we're basing as a team, then we should base as a team. It's better to base as a team because you can just be on the map faster as a unit, right? You know, this is war. We're playing a game of war. Being united, being together is an advantage no matter what. Numbers, coordination, all these things. Look at us going. Our troops are rallied, right? Important things. Here I'm just going to farm while there's sort of downtime. I'm kind of waiting for my laners to get whatever pressure they're going to inherently get. And what I mean by that is I want my mid to get pushed. Once they're pushing, maybe after this blue, we walk into like aggressive positions, right? You always like, it's like a step-by-step kind of gameplay. You get the push and then you walk in, right? They get the push. What do? They walk in. Okay, now we can get the objective, right? So I didn't really want to start the hero before, but now that we kind of got that out of the way, we can kind of play sort of around it now. So here I can easily go for an R play if I want to. So I'll probably go for that. Maybe I can grab that too. Go on Lee Sin as well. E in advance. Flash out to buy myself time. Okay, I'm probably dead now. Oh god. Maybe that was a bit greedy. Maybe that was a bit greedy. I might have maybe got a little too confident. I led my soldiers into battle only for them to be fallen comrades. It does happen. It happens sometimes. Do I get sad about it? No. No. Because I just need to know why I did that. Everything I did there was good until I went back in, right? I went on targets that I didn't have the right tools to get on them, right? If I played slower, I could have saved some of my teammates there. So you don't really want to be like, I shouldn't have done that. You should have been like, how could I have done that differently? And for me, honestly, the play itself was fine until, you know, I went back in. I should have played less about diving there and more around the Jinx and just wait for Jinx to kind of get in a good position. So I could have peeled up Fiora. I could have saved Jinx and we would have killed everyone. I got greedy. I saw blood in my eyes. Blood in the water, and I went too far. So here was the same thing. We play around the Jinx. We push. Check jungle camps. We just want to see what's up. And it's just important. Here I'm going to R because I think I can hit it. Just kill her pass with R, and then we go from there. We get the R. We check jungle camps, stuff like that. We do have Herald. We can always use Herald. Because we're actually so ahead, I'm just going to drop the Herald, and we're just going to try to dive them mid here. For riding Heralds, you just definitely, you know, she's a beast. They call her Shelly. You got to watch out. Make sure you angle correctly. You want to hit people like Fiora, and then you want to hit whoever you can afterwards. Here, if Lee Sin tries to dash on the Vayne or the Jinx, whatever, you can always use our spells there. Here, I'm going to ride her again. We can always drift her around too. You know, Shelly's got a bit of a temper. We can always utilize that temper in advantage. Here, Lee Sin's really bloodthirsty, but he's really bad. I'm going to E in advance here. A lot of damage coming in. Or maybe that was a bit too much for us. Love me some Raka action. Love me Soraka, my girl. And, you know, Jinx Rockets. Arcane Season 2, guys. Be sure to watch it. They're hyping her up for it. And this is a build, you know, very straight. You can go DD right now, too, if you wanted to. It's like a Maul build. Or you can go Sterix into DD, into maybe a later Cleaver item, or potentially a tankier item as well. It's up to you. That's the general build path that I really like on Briar. Hope this video helps you. Nothing really changed. The builds are pretty much the same, but she's very happy with the current meta. So, hope you guys like the video. Be sure to like, subscribe if you haven't already. Good luck on the Briar climb. Good luck on the games. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.